Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game moves. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. Had the radar up and running. Gets the jump in. From up above. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Both can end the round. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Reads them. And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Jumps up. What'll happen? Brushes that off and keeps going. Super Art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Yoga Fire then. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? Turns out, Player 2 in dire straits, solid anti-air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scale.
Now you know history.
Player 1 has the super gauge and hits him into some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. There's a burnout. This is going to hurt. Crowns him from above. Answers, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Shall we begin? Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? There's a corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Down to the wire. Punish counter. Up for the Super Art. The Super Art finds its mark. Shoots off a fireball up close. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Blocks the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. Hold your breath. This is gonna be bad news. Extra spicy Shoryuken X. Teleports. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for the Super Art? That's not gonna hit. Hits him with a stopping pop. Drilling time. Lets the Yoga Inferno rip. Can they keep on him? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Slashes him. Knockdown and looking for a chance. Jumps in. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Going in? But all the throw connects. Avoids getting stuck. Drops him hard. Throws a fireball. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What'll happen here? Jump! Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Too far the low. Looking for perfect execution with the anti-air. The next touch may decide this round. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The low kick hits. Who will come out on top in this final round? Brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Nails the super. Punish counter on the action. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Both sides getting ready. There's a burnout. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. How's this? Looking to follow up after that target combo. Drives it back, misses. Oh, crowns him from above. They are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drops him hard. Gets the jump in. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The jump in is denied. Very solid corner switch. Brushes off the impact. Oh, easy tech. This is the range where things get messy. Can they even hold your breath? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Squeezes the gauge. Nails the anti-air. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Smart play with the throw. Going in? From upstairs. Slashes them. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Hits him with a stopping blow. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both players have near-empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Projectile to try and change the situation. Oh, feints? Takes a trip. They break things off to take a quick breather. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Can't tech the throw? All right, springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick hits. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Drive rush. Gets in their face. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Genius read. Player 2 has the chance to win the round. The kick hits. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive. He intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Going in? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. What'll happen here? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Smart play with the throw. Whip! They're wide open! Oh, here we go! Reads the jumping perfectly! Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Even the flatlines zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Definitely shuts out the jump in. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Well-timed command throw there. The low doesn't connect. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? That drive impact is blocked. One chance here may end this match. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Gets Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Yoga Fire there. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 will need experiencing burnout. You've got to brush that off and keeps going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The low heavy's blocked. Blocks the impact. They return to center stage. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Yoga Fire there. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Takes solid anti-air. Big time whip. The overhead denied. Jumps in. Are they going to be able to come back and stack big? The low pick hits. Shoots their shot. They can't squander this punish count. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Shuts that down with a parry. Lots of watching from far that round. But is it all about to change? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running target lock and scoop. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Sets up with the jump in. Solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Oh man, nothing stops this train. Yoga Fire. Player 2 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. Amazing. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This is gonna hurt. Burns out. Oh, son. Bad news is on the way. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Now they can use drive. Okay, trust that off. Yoga Arch. They got something in mind. Crowns them from above. What are they gonna do? Jump! Reads the jump in perfectly. They can? Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jump in is denied. Yoga Fire there. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? No good up high. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Big counter. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. well-timed corner switch. They block the overhead, and the super armor does its job. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Oh! Digs in deep to get that drive impact. That drive impact doesn't get through. Critical point of the match. No time to second guess yourself. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Locks them down with the arch. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Plenty of space, they timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Had the radar up and running. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see hits them with a stop and block. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. What'll happen here? Jumps in. Song coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Going in. Gets scooped from that. Rushes that off and keeps going. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. A quick breather. Player 2 is working impact squat. Player 1 has a solid anti-air. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. Yoga fire. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. This is gonna hurt. Let's think what a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. What's that off? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponents to do what you want so you can get a punish. Jumps. Impact squat. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. This can lead to some big damage. But this is gonna hurt. And whips. They're wide open. Jump drops them hard. What a knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 can't let the drive impact doesn't work. Ooh, you never know overhead, but it won't work. Yoga fire. A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range here. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They can't get hit here. Close range projectile. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Blocks the jump in. No good on high. Impact's a no-go. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off here. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Teleports! That's gonna rattle them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Long low attack hits. Can't tech the throw? Good work staying in throw range there. Throws them to negate the block. Not drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Drumming up a beatdown. A quick breather. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Reads the jump in perfectly. Blocks it. Impact squash. This is a turning point. Anti-air in the clutch. Clutch, anti-air. Noticeable pumps the brakes on the impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is in a very crashes out the cage right there.
Lend me your power.
Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Who will set the bait at this range? Setting in all on the drive rush. But burns out.
Hey!
Breaks through with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Clutch anti-air. Oh, feint? Trump springs forward with the drive rush. The player 1 needs to use the crown zone from above. Player 2 has the super and whips. They're wide open. Baits out the low kick. A jump in, solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in, a dash, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Forward rush. Closes the distance. Fights back with the drops him hard. Connects with the throw. What now? What are they gonna do? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Yoga Fuck burns out. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Oh, critical art now? They are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but